Good evening and welcome to the Spartan Forum Show, brought to you by Union Savings Loan, Carswell's hometown bank since 1892. The 11-7 Carswell Spartans look to pick up another win after snapping their 4-game losing streak against East Central in an interconference game, with the score being 37-28. The new Palestine Dragons stepped foot on the Spartan Bowl floor for the first time this season, following a 62-61 win last night against Shelbyville. This is their second night of a back-to-back. I'm Nathan Shaw, joined by Bailey Schneider, and you're watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Bailey, the Spartans look to pick up another win, bringing on a 2-game winning streak. But the new Palestine Dragons are on a 2-game winning streak, and we saw a lot of the slumps pick up for the Spartans. What do you think they have to contribute to this game to win?
Looking at this game, I think we need to stick with the same defense we had the last game. We picked up there towards the end of the quarter, and we were shooting a lot better than we were. You know, Toby had an amazing game out there last game, and Jonah had a couple there. And overall, I think it's a defense. Yeah, Toby was Max Press player of the game, but let's hear more of what Coach Brown had to say with my pregame interview I had with him prior to the game. Coach, you snapped a 4-game losing streak and you pick up a conference win Thursday against East Central, 37-28 in a victory. What was cooking that night for you guys?
Well, after we got down 8-2, the rest of the game was pretty good. It was about 35-20 the rest of the game. We did a good job defensively again, and then probably the next best thing we did, or maybe the best thing, is we were 50% from the three-point line, and that's outstanding, and that's something we've struggled a little bit with. Just shooting the basketball during the stretch when we were losing some games. So it was good to see the boys get their shooting eye back. Yeah, shooting's important. Has that been one thing that you guys have been focusing on in practice more and more? No, we shoot more than we ever have. It's just some nights you've got it, some nights you don't, and then the teams you're playing against, the defensive caliber of the teams you're playing against, and it's also probably easier to make shots when you're playing with the lead than when you're behind. So, but we've got guys that are capable of making shots, and we were 7 for 14. That was Toby Billups and Jonah Graham did a really good job from behind the arc, and then with the exception of Gage, we made our free throws, but Gage came back the next night in practice and we challenged him and he knocked him down. And Gage has shot free throws really well this year. Yeah, you guys, you're now first in the conference. You hold first. What's kind of the motivation? Was that a goal at the beginning of the season? Yeah, I mean, win the conference, win the sectional, go undefeated at home. Those are normally the things that we set as team goals, and then the players set their own individual goals. You were without the Williams twins tonight. How's this going to hurt the team? Well, depth. I mean, we played the other night without them, and we got through it with 9. The concern would be if we get in foul trouble, and it just shortens our bench and our rotation. James is a great energy player, helps us especially rebounding, screening, and then Josh has the ability to make some shots. But, the other night the kids stepped up, and that's what we'll have to have happen tonight as well. New Palestine tonight in a tough matchup. What's this looking like for you guys? Well, if you watch the JV game, they're tough, they're physical, they're hard-nosed. They've got 2 really good players. Brassfield's a really good shooter. He's got some length. He's athletic, about 6'4". And then the Nunnally kid started for him last year as a freshman, and he's their other of their top 2 players. And then their other guys can make shots. They've got a big guy inside named Brown that averages 80 games. So it'll take another great effort on both sides of the ball for us tonight to come out on top. All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck. Thank you.
Coach Kerry Brown.
USLA offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts, and local-owned approvals when you need financing. They also have a trust department, and with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street. Union Savings and Loan is truly Cartown hometown bank. Union Savings and Loans, people you know, neighbors you trust.
Coach Brown talked a little bit about being on top of the conference, and I mean, as a Spartan fan, you got to be feeling good. You're 5-0 in the conference. You're at the top.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Being 5-0 in a conference is huge. We're going to lead into we have one more game against Lawrenceburg and hopefully win the EIAC conference.
Yeah, that'll be senior night next Saturday, February 20th. Busy night that night for Connersville.
Busy night, yeah. We have cheerleaders are going to do their senior night, and the Spartanettes are doing their senior night. And then we also are going to say goodbye to our 2 seniors.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a tough matchup against Lawrenceburg. We're going to see if they can go 6-0 in the conference and stay on top and be the king of the mountain. But Nunnally and Brassfield both averaged 17 points per game. And, we talk about our 2-headed monster of Graham and Billups. Even you can consider a 3-headed monster with Martin in there as well. But I mean, you got two players averaging 34 points per game on their own collectively. And how tough is going to be guard?
I think we need to go out and, have your hand in the shooting pocket. You can't have your hands down below your knees. They're great shooters. I've watched some of the film from last night's game against Shelbyville. They will shoot right over top of you.
Yeah, that Shelbyville win last night, 62-61. They're on a back-to-back. You've played a couple of back-to-backs before in your career. How tough has that been?
Playing back-to-back is definitely energy draining. I mean, you think back-to-back practices are hard. I'm sure Coach Brown has great practices, so they have a new pal coming off the back-to-back may be an advantage for us.
Yeah, it could be an advantage for us. I mean, especially going out there and scoring 62 points. That's a high-scoring game for a high school game with 8-minute quarters and 4 quarters. And that's a lot of points to score within that time. And you got to imagine that's going to be draining these players heading into tonight. I mean, they've got 24-hour rest, of course, but sometimes it's not enough to win.
Yeah, you saw last night I caught the last minute, fourth quarter of the Shelbyville game, and Blaine Notley hit the last second shot, and I joined them. They were down by 10, and Blaine Notley just came out, stepped off the bench, and hit that last second shot to win the game.
Yeah, not only one of those leading scorers, like we said, 17 points per game, but, I mean, Graham and Billups had themselves a night the other night. Billups having 17, 3 for 3 from the arc. Graham having 12, all 12 of those points being from the three-point line. So how important was that to this Spartans' motivation heading into this matchup?
With the motivation, I feel like it pumped the team up a little bit more. It had that faith in the team where we were hitting those shots. The bench was cheering on their teammates, and just the energy was great.
Yeah, I mean, it snapped a 4-game losing streak, and like I said earlier, it put us on top of the conference. But, I mean, Billups doesn't shoot a lot. We see him drive inside and dish it outside. So we're not used to seeing the shooting from him.
Yeah, Billups had a great game, like you said, and it is odd for seeing Toby out there shooting outside the arc, but he did a great job hitting those shots that he needed to hit.
I remember even hearing him say, he's like, sometimes the coaches yell at me to shoot more. They're not yelling at me not to shoot. They're always yelling at me to shoot more, so that's good to hear him shooting.
Yeah, it's always a fear. As a basketball player, your coach is always yelling you to shoot or yelling you to get a hit in the paint or put a foot in the ball. It's a great overall feeling.
I can only imagine the pressure being wide open. I mean, sometimes you can be left too wide open, and it's hard to make that shot, I feel like.
Yeah, sometimes you overthink the shot, too, and you're like, man, am I going to take this shot? It's a judge feeling.
Well, Bailey, here's the Spartan pregame show. The Spartan comes out, the cheerleaders are all cheering, doing their normal thing, and the Spartanettes all bow down to the Spartan as he walks out. So, I mean, we love this guy's energy.
Yeah, Robbie's a great kid. He's good in school. He definitely plays the Spartan role very well.
Now we're just waiting until senior night for Evan Schaefer to step up and do the Spartan next week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone else is ready for that too.
But speaking of Schaefer, he actually is going to state next weekend.
Yeah, that's big for Schaefer. I know he really wanted to. This has been his goal all season, with his coach and everything. He's been pushing himself to get to this position.
Yeah, this runs his record to a perfect 37-0. He's been all 37 of his opponents this season, which is impressive.
Yeah, I know. Wrestling takes a lot of stamina. I know myself, I couldn't do that.
Well, Evan, we wish him the best of luck next weekend. We congratulate him. I believe he'll be out here sometime in the middle of this game. I know he's on his way back right now.
Yeah, let's hope to see him out on the court.
Well, Bailey, I mean, we talk about three-point shooting, and the Spartans have been in a little bit of a slump. We've seen Sparks struggle from the three-point line, making 0 of his shots he took this Thursday, and he's been one of the players that's been struggling. So from his standpoint, how would you kind of amp it up?
With Caleb, he goes out here, he keeps trying, and he doesn't give up. And I think that's a big key to him. He just never gives up about shooting or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching, I believe it was if I can get this right, I can't remember what game it was. It's not coming to my mind, but I remember in the game, it was Jennings County game. He had a wide open shot. He had 2 wide open shots and just kept chucking them, even though you could see him hesitate a little bit, he felt a little unconfident in it, but still went for it. So you got to love seeing the confidence in a player like that.
Yeah, Caleb, with shooting, you have to have that confidence, or else you're going to second-guess your shot, or you're going to miss your shot, or you just can't get it off quick enough.
Yeah, if you can't get it off quick enough, that's a problem. And, like I said earlier, with being left too wide open, you can overthink that sometimes. And, I mean, from your basketball standpoint, I mean, What's the art of three-point shooting like?
Myself, I am a three-point shooter here and there. You see me, I don't really take inside shots. I'm more of an outside the arc person. To have that mentality of, I'm going to make this shot, and it's a big goal. It's a key to the game. If the ball swings around the goal, and you just have to hit that shot as the ball goes up.
Let's talk about Billups a little bit. Averaging almost, I believe, 8 points a game now. How has his jump been from his junior year? I mean, he's played varsity ever since his freshman year, and he's taken a jump every single year.
Toby, like I said, he's a good all-around player. I mean, he comes out on this court willing to put on whatever it takes, whatever Coach Brown has to say for him. Like Coach Brown yelling at him to shoot the ball more. Toby can take up that role.
And Bodwell, one of those guys off the bench, had 14 against Mount Vernon, which you've seen a minutes increase with him, his minutes being increased. And he's starting to have more of a role in the team. And I've seen him around shoot-around tonight. He's looked on fire so far.
Yeah, Carter, as you said, he stepped off the bench and had those three-pointers against, and that's what we need. We need that player, that energy to come off after a slump, and we need that sixth man. It's very important to the game.
Yeah, sixth man is very important. I mean, depth is important, and that's one thing Coach Brown talked about. Tonight they lose both of the Williams twins due to quarantine, and he talked about James' aggression on the glass and his energy he brings to the team is one of the things they're going to be missing tonight.
Yeah, James is a great player on the defensive end. He hustles off the ball, he blocks out, and he rebounds. His rebounding is amazing. He's just one of those players who have that mentality. He's going to put the ball in the basket.
Bailey, let's take a look at the starting lineups.
For New Pal, we have Eli Stevens, number 3. He is a senior. Blaine Nonnelly, number 14. Steele Bradsfield, number 24. Matthew Brown, number 44. And C.J. Oliver, number 20.
Let's take a look at his lineups for Connersville.
For the Spartans, we have Jonah Graham, number 5. Toby Billups, number 12. Caleb Sparks, number 30. Cole Martin, number 40. And Gage Brown, number 40.
Our center position filled up by Brown. He always takes a tip off. And then at the forward, we have Martin. Such a powerful duo.
Yeah, Gage does a great job of starting off the game just right.
This game on the Spartan Sports Network game is brought to you by Union Savings and Loan, Metronet, Kopp's Auto Care and Tire Center, American Heritage Realty, FC and Bank, Don's Auto Sale and Tires, George's Pharmacy, Edward Jones, and iCenter of Carnesville.
This game is also brought to you by Mancino's Pizzas and Grinders, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance, Reed Health, Forest Flooring, Better Homes and Gardens, and Urban Winkler Funeral Home.
Baby, I give you the utmost respect for being able to read my handwriting. Sometimes I can't even read it myself.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So lineups get introduced here for the New Palestine Dragons. That's controversy. Is it New Palestine or New Palestine? That's one thing.
I hear it different ways. You hear New Palestine and you hear New Palestine. Preferably myself, I say New Palestine.
Yeah, when I swim there, I always hear they always do big announcements. Their swimming is like one of their big sports there. They always have a pregame introduction or a pre-meet introduction with like a bunch of music playing, and they always say, "Here's your New Palestine Dragons," and always introduce them like that. So I love that.
Forest Flooring, you will need to find the answer to every flooring need at Forest Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Forest Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyls and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Forest Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connersville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
And here we are as we get ready for the Spartans' introduction for their lineup.
And now let's meet your Connersville Spartans. Wearing number 10, Carter Bodwell. Number 22, Luke Solomon Barber. Number 34, Lucas Marin. Number 40, Cole Martin. Starting lineup for the Spartans. And forward, a 6'2" junior, number 30, Caleb Sparks. And forward, the 6'2" sophomore, number 32, Braxton Myers. At center, 6'6" junior, number 44, James Brown. At guard, 5'7" senior, number 5, Joe Moreno. At guard, 5'10" junior, number 12, Gordon. Huntersville coached by Mr. Kerry Brown. This time we ask that everyone please rise and remove your hats. We honor America. Tonight our national anthem played by the CHS Spartan.
As tip-off gets ready to take place, the Spartans and New Palestine Dragons take on the floor.
Yeah, we're ready for this matchup tonight.
This matchup's looking interesting indeed. I mean, the records are very close. The Spartans only being one game behind. 12-6 is the New Palestine Dragons, while the Spartans are 11-7.
Watching the game in New Palestine, you know, they're very quick like us.
As you watch the center of Matthew Brown versus the center of Gage Brown, it's a Brown-on-Brown matchup tonight. They could be twins.
Yeah.
I mean, same last name. I mean, we never know. Brown significantly has a height advantage over him. Maybe just
it might just be his hair.
Maybe it is the hair. Maybe just an inch or two. Brown wins the tip-off, just snacks it back off to Billups. Billups the guard. Billups out through Sparks. Sparks back to Myers. Back to Billups. Billups drives inside, dishes off to Brown. Brown lays it in. That's good.
Great touch off Brown.
A great touch, great release off the glass. As the guard not only takes up the court, swings it off to Stevens. Stevens trapped. Back to Nunnally. Nearly double team. He's trapped. Swings out to Oliver. Looks like confusion on the court. As Nunnally will inbound. Nunnally inbounds to Oliver. Oliver deep pass. Just off to Stevens, back to Nunnally. Nunnally inside to Brown. Out to Brassfield. Nunnally for three. He shoots, no good, off the back of the rim. Snagged up by Stevens, tipped off. He'll be out of bounds.
Great defense here by the Spartans tonight.
Yeah, you see aggression early, but you got to wonder, is that going to drain their energy too soon? As Graham inbounds it to Billups. Billups are taking up the court at the half-court line. He's guarded by Nunnally. Back to Sparks. Sparks off to Graham. Graham had himself a night the other night. Myers at the three-point line. Myers looking for a pass, gives it off to Billups. Back to Sparks. Out to Myers. Myers looking for a pass, looking where to go with it. Gives it back to Sparks. Time's running down for the Spartans. Billups calling for a screen. He receives just what he was asking for as he gives it to Myers out on the three-point line. Back to Graham.
We're handling the pressure very well. You know, we see them playing man-to-man defense here and just pass and cut, pass and cut.
Yeah, the coverage is insanely good right now by the Dragons. Back to Billups. Billups looking to slow the game down, maybe drive inside. He does. I was right. He lays it in. No good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line with 2 shots.
Nice driving there by Toby. That's his usual shot there. You know, you see them pull off the top of the key and just try to hit off the glass.
Yeah, usually that's what he goes for. Is he drives inside and lays it in with a little flashy layup, or he dishes off to the paint, dishes off to the center Brown, or he swings out to a shooter Graham or Sparks. So he shoots his first, makes it. That's Billups' first point of the night, 3rd point of the night for the Spartans. He's looking to make his second. He's getting ready to shoot. And he makes the second one as well. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Not only takes up the court. Not only hits the screen by Brown. Out to Brassfield. Brassfield looking to drive inside. Steps back a little bit. Gives it off to Oliver. Back to Stevens. Stevens trapped. Back to Nunnally. Nunnally dishes inside with a little bounce pass to Brown. Brown fades away. It's no good. It's rebounded by Sparks. He gives it up to Billups. Billups drives up the court looking for a pass. Doesn't get it off in time. Billups charges. Billups leads the court tonight for the Spartans as a point.
Toby does a great job in there under controlling the 5-man team.
Graham bounce pass to Brown. Back to Graham. Graham out to Billups. Back inside to Brown. Brown lays it in. No good. Nearly snagged back up by Brown though. Instead snagged up by Brassfield. Looks like that'll be a charge on the play. Maybe I was wrong. Looks like he's going to get first foul on Myers. First team foul as well. The 3, no good. That looked like the 3-point line at least from here. It looked like it was the corner, but maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, he looked very deep back out there.
As Oliver will go line, he is fouled.
Eli Stevens will shoot 3 shots.
Oliver shoots, or Stevens shoots his first off the back of the rim, no good. Looks like he'll have 3 shots at the line. He missed his first. Stevens shoots his second. That's good. Martin comes in for Sparks. Sparks is substitute out. He'll see his first time on the bench tonight.
Yeah, I know he picked up that foul there on Stevens. Maybe it wasn't so purposeful.
Stevens shoots his second. That's good. He's 2 for 3 on the night. He puts up the Dragons' first 2 points of the game. Inbound to Billups. Back to Graham. Back to Billups again. Billups sees pass to Brown. Or sorry, Martin. Brown at the 3-point line. Gives it back to Martin. Martin drives. Looking where to go with it. Gives it off to Billups. Billups back to Martin. Martin shoots a deep 3. No good off the front of the rim. Myers shows a little aggression there, shows a little hustle there, trying to inbound it back into the Spartans, but sadly goes out of bounds. So Nolly takes up the court. There's Oliver. Back to Stevens. Stevens steps back a little bit. Back to Nunnally. Nunnally pump fakes. Just bounce pass inside to Brown. Nunnally for 3. He shoots. He's good.
Like we said at the beginning, you got to have the hand up in the shooting pocket or else they're just going to shoot right over you.
Yeah, shoot or shoot, baby. 5-4 now. Bounce pass to Brown. Brown back to Billups. Billups hits the screen. He has a pass there to Martin. Doesn't take it, though. Gives out to Myers for three instead. Myers shoots. No good. Stevens drives. Gives a tricky pass out to Nunnally. Nunnally shoots another. Rebound, Martin. Oh, little bounce. A little behind the back there by Billups. Swings out to Myers. Martin drives inside. Tricky pass.
Didn't want to catch that travel in there.
No, he did not. He's caught a lot of those recently. He drives inside, lays it in. He's fouled. He'll go line. That's good for two. Looks like that'll be the second team foul there for the New Palestine Dragons. Shoots his first. He's good.
In the lineup for New Palestine, number 4, Nathan Hopkins.
As Baldwell comes in for the Spartans, as well as number 5. Another Stevens, Ian Stevens this time, for the Dragons. Shoots a second, that's also good. Number 33 for the Dragons, Burgess comes in, the 6'8" center. Not only drives up the court, gives out to Stevens. Back to Brassfield. Back to Nunnally. Nunnally back to Stevens. Brassfield looking to drive. He drives, he fades. That's good. Tricky shot there by Brassfield. You love to see it. Just off the Baldwell. Baldwell's trapped. He's looking to go with it. Gives off the Billups. Out to Martin. Martin had a shot there, didn't take it though.
New Pal playing a tough man-to-man defense.
Graham with the arc. He's going to be calling the play. It'll be New Palestine inbound. Stevens will pass it in. For the Dragons. Steven looks tall up there. He's 6'4", plays the forward position. While him and Eli Stevens may be brothers, he may have got the better end of the deal at the height-wise. He's only a sophomore, and he's 6'4", while his brother, the senior, is 6'1". Not only drives. He lays it in. That's good.
We did a great job there switching off that. You can't leave that shooter there wide open to come off that screen and hit that shot.
Sollenbarger. He lays it in. That's good. 9-8 now. 1:26 to go. Nunnally has the ball. Now he gives off to Stevens. Back to Burgess. Back to Hockett. Nunnally. Bounce pass inside to Brassfield. Brassfield fades. Another one. He doesn't make it though. Bounce pass inside to Martin. Martin loses it though.
Great hustle there by Martin as Toby gets that rebound and comes down the court and looks for that pass for Cole.
We got to compliment the find there by Billups. You know, just the beautiful bounce pass inside. It was almost looking like an NBA player type play.
He was very hesitant though.
Sparks comes back in for the Spartans. Graham will be substituted out. As the Billups will inbound, he gives it to Martin. Back to Sparks, back to Billups. Billups looks to shoot a three, doesn't take it there. Instead shoots a fadeaway. Bastian, off to Hockett. Back to Stevens. Stevens shoots a three. That's good. 4-point lead now for the Palestine Dragons. There's Sparks. Back to Billups. 29 seconds to go. Sollenbarger Around the arc, gives it back to Martin. Martin looking to slow the game down, get a last-second shot off to bring them within 2 or 1. Phillips looks to lead the charge for the Spartans. 10 seconds now. 9, 8, 7, 6. He drives. Gives out to Sollenbarger. Back to Billis. Billis for 3. Splash! At the buzzer, that's good. 12-11. Palestine Dragons lead.
Better Homes and Gardens. Are you thinking about buying or selling your home? Stay local and call Trish Smith. Better Homes and Gardens First Reality Group. She will walk you through the process to make an easier transition to lead you to your dream home. Please contact Trish at 265-2663 to begin your journey today.
Goes for 3. He's a 43% three-point shooter on the season. And we saw him went 3 for 3 the other night. He carries it on. Is now 1 for 1 on the night as he has 5 points for the Spartans.
You know, Toby's shooting a lot more than he normally does outside of the arc. He does a great job. You know, he's ready to shoot. That ball comes swinging around to him, and he's into a shot, doesn't think about it.
I think he's starting to find a new confidence. We saw him have those 17 points last night. Now he has 5 points in the first quarter tonight. Just a third of the way there. Ball come back in place. Palestine Dragons, their lineup's looking like Burgess. Oh, there's Evan Schaefer. Like we said, he's 37-0. Today, the Newcastle Semi-State. Schaefer won the 285-pound weight class by pinning each of his opponents in the first round. This runs his record to a perfect 37-0. He has pinned all 37 of his opponents this season. Everyone will compete in the state finals starting Friday night at 7 p.m. at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Congrats, Evan Schaefer, and good luck next Saturday.
Good luck to him. I know he'll work hard. He'll compete for that state champion.
Yeah, he'll compete indeed. I mean, when you're 37-0 and you see him wearing his Coach Mac, the shirt for Coach Mac Taylor.
Evan will compete in the state finals.
Well, Evan Schaefer, what an amazing job. 37-0 this season, quite impressive.
We also would like to honor George Washington, the coach of the CHS wrestling team. Congratulations to Evan, and best of luck next week in the state final.
There he is. He's all excited. You gotta love having the support from the Spartans like that.
Evan has that great smile on his face. Just an all-around good kid. Good kid in school and outside of school, and works hard in all of his sports.
New Palestine will inbound as Stevens is the inbounder. He gives it to Hockett. Hockett around the arc, bounce pass inside to Brassfield. Brassfield back to Hockett. He had a wide open shot, didn't take it, instead floats it in off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound Phillips. Phillips drives inside, lays it in, and trick. Whoa, hat trick there. There's Brassfield. Back to Hockett. Brassfield for 3. He shoots. That's good. Spartans 5-0 run ended by a 3 from Brassfield. Back to Sparks. Sparks and Basti in the matchup. Bodwell and Stevens. Back to Sparks. Sparks had a shot there for a second, decided not to take it though. Phillips hits the screen. He has 7 points on the night. He's calling for another screen. Gives out to Sparks. Sparks for 3. He shoots. That's good. Sparks finally finds his first 3 in the last 2 games.
Sparks was ready for that shot. The ball swung around. Toby handled the pressure a little well and slowed them down, and Caleb had that shot.
Bodwell. Bodwell bounce pass to Brown. Out to Phillips. Phillips doesn't hit the screen. He's looking for a pass. Gives it back to Sparks. Sparks had the last 3 just a second ago. Gives it to Myers. Myers back to Sparks. Sparks dribbles. So they call on the play. As Billups hits the three, but it doesn't count. Not only will be coming back in for Palestine, as well as Brown and number 20, Oliver. And Martin will come in for Myers. Inbound to Brassfield. Brassfield looks to lead the charge. He gives it to Stevens, back to Oliver. Oliver back to not only drives inside, found inside to Brown. Stevens for three, he shoots, no good. Rebound Graham. Graham out to Sparks. Billups looking to clear the paint. He swings out to Graham.
Gage working real hard there in that paint.
Yeah, you gotta take notice in the inside position there.
Kind of throwing hands there for a little bit. Maybe a little bit too hard.
Barron will see some of his first varsity minutes tonight. Well, some of his first varsity minutes of the night. As both of the Williams twins are out, he's seeing some more minutes increase. There's Billups. So he gives it off to Graham. Graham back to Barron. Barron out to Billups. Billups drives inside. Decides not to take the shot, though. Barron had a shot for a split second. Barron looking to go. He gives it back to Graham. Out to Billups. 16-15. Spartans lead by 1. Not many timeouts used here in this first half at all, and I mean we're 3 minutes into the second quarter. It's a very close game. Graham for three, he shoots, no good. Rebound Brassfield. Stevens drives. Looking for a pass. He had inside position though to take the shot. Decides not to take it. Instead gives it to Brassfield. Brassfield off the back of the rim. Rebound Brown. Brown inside. No good. Graham out to Barron. Barron for three. Shoots. That's good.
You know, Barron's one of those players that he can shoot anywhere he wants. If he's open for that outside shot, he'll take it.
Well, I know his nickname is the Giraffe, and you look how tall that guy is.
Great shot there by Barron.
Great shot indeed. Not only will inbound for the Palestine Dragons, as he gives it to Stevens. Myers will get ready to come in for the Spartans. And the next dead ball. Stevens steps back. Gives it to not only drives. He's looking to lay it in. He does. That's good. He's fouled. Never mind. It looks like it'll be a charge. I didn't see Jonah there for a second. I was a little confused on why the Spartan fans and Spartan coaches all got up and started cheering. I was like, he just got an and one.
He got all caught up in those three people down there mulling on the block and just snuck in there to take the charge.
Graham will inbound for the Spartans. He has two options, Barron and Billups. Instead, gives it to Billups. Billups to take it up the court. Billups will dish off to Barron. That is 1 for 1 from the three-point line. Billups drives out to Barron. Barron has another shot. He shoots. No good. 1 for 2 now from the three-point line. Brassfield for three. He shoots. No good.
Nice
Rebound
hustle
Brown.
there by Barron.
Back to Brown. He lays it in and will put back. Graham off to Brown.
You see, as we get the lead, the new Palestine Dragons come up to a little press as we take the ball out of bounds.
Graham looking where to go with it. It's 3:23 left on the clock. Drives, passes off to Billups. Billups drives now. He's looking to give out to Myers. Looks like it'll be a travel against Billups.
His foot might have slipped there just a little bit. I don't know if he was looking forward to that travel call there.
Brassfield will have the ball. Gives it to Stevens. Sorry, that's Hawken he gives it to. Back to Brown, back to Oliver. Back to Hawkett. Hawkett swings it to Brassfield. Brassfield inside, he fades. No good. Rebound Brown. I gotta start distinguishing the two when they both get a rebound. I either gotta say rebound Gage or rebound Matthew. Out to Graham. Back to Brown. Phillips. Myers looking where to go with it. Graham drives inside. Gives out to Barron. Barron wide open for three. Decides not to take it though. He drives. Lays it in. No good. Rebound Brown. Gives it Nolly. Sorry, Brassfield. Brassfield drives inside. Little hop step Euro. No good. Rebound Phillips, an aggressive effort.
Nice hustle there by the Spartans to grab that rebound.
Yeah, I mean, you see the aggression there by Phillips. Just amazing work inside.
Another foul called on Toby.
That's his first foul. You hear the fans booing the ref. I mean, what a packed arena we have tonight. I mean, for a pandemic going on, it's pretty packed.
Yeah, the Palestine Dragons had a crowd show up tonight.
That's terrible!
Is Brassfield will inbound. He inbounds it to none of them. 1:58 to go. Double team nearly. Tipped off by Phillips. Nunley will inbound. Inbound Brassfield. Brassfield fades. Another one no good. The fadeaway is just not his shot tonight. Brassfield gives inside to Brown. Brown shows some big man moves against the other Brown. Myers. Out of bounds, maybe Spartan's ball there.
That is one way to break the press there. You know, you want that quick ball movement here and there to not get that 10-second call over half court.
There's Hawken. He'll come in for Nunley. Give Nunley some time off the bench. Myers will inbound. He gives it to Sollenbarger. Don't quite know what happened there. Looks like it'll be a foul against the Dragons. That'll have the Spartans inbounding the ball. Spartans just one foul away from being in the bonus already. Phillips will inbound. Out to Graham. Graham looking where to go with a minute 20 to go. Drives. Looks like he was almost fouled there. Instead he's not. It'll be Palestine ball.
Might have dropped his shoulder there just a little bit too soon to call that foul.
Stevens will inbound. The starter for the Dragons. Still stuck on Thursday's game, wanting to call them the Trojans.
Same colors.
Yeah, I mean, similar colors. You know, the past few teams, I mean, we've been pretty much facing teams mimicking the Spartans colors. Nolly inside to Brown. Or sorry, Brassfield. Brassfield fades. It'll be a push-off. A lot of fouls called here tonight.
The refs were kind of call happy, you know. The fouls, a lot of pushing off. We saw that at the JV game a lot, but none of those were called.
I mean, you see a lot of excitement in the arena against the fouls, and I mean, this is a tough game. It's been actually a very aggressive matchup tonight. Phillips has the ball. Less than a minute to go now. Phillips gives it off to Graham. Graham and Hawk at the matchup. Back to Billups. Billups and Stevens now. Billups drives. Out to Myers. Myers for three. He shoots. No good. Off the backboard. 42.2 to go. Ball will come in for the Spartans. He's in for Graham. Stevens will inbound. Nunnally. Back to Eli. Into Brassfield. Nearly stolen by Sparks. He shows some hustle.
Caleb got the handle on that ball there, you know. Like you said, nice hustle from Caleb.
28.4 to go now. They either look for a shot now or take a last-second shot. Stevens inbounds to Nunnally. Looks like they'll go for a last-second shot as they're draining the clock.
Going to the half, you know, you want to look for, as the opponent has the ball, you don't want them to get that basket to go in the halftime.
Yeah, especially whenever this could be a deciding factor who leads in the quarter. Nunnally out to Brassfield. Nearly picked off by Sparks. Nunnally, he shoots. No good. Rebound Sparks. No time to get the shot off as he's trapped. Myers wide open down in the paint. 19-19 tie ball game. Spartans and New Palestine Dragons. We're at the halftime.
Urban Wrinkle Funeral Home in Connersville and Liberty is family-owned funeral home. Urban Wrinkle Funeral Home is considered its honor to be selected to take care for a family member at the time of passing. The friendly staff at Urban Wrinkle Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street and in Liberty at 310 North Main Street.
Tie ball game, Bailey. What are you noticing from the Spartans that's clicking for them tonight?
For the Spartans, you know, we're playing great on the defensive end. You know, we're kind of controlling their shooters, not be able to shoot that well. You know, we have Toby in here playing the amazing first quarter. You know, he shot that three-pointer there to kick off the start like he has been in the past games.
Yeah, I remember talking to Billups in an interview a while back that we had not aired, and I was talking to him about how his jump has been insane this year. He had a 2+ points per game jump, 2+ assists per game jump as the Spartans take on the floor and do the normal halftime dance. But Billups has had an insane jump. And you gotta love that from such a young guard who has one more year to go into his senior year and averaging nearly 8 points a game.
Yeah, you know, he does a great job out there. You know, he hustles. He has that great move there in the paint. You know, he gets in there and just goes right up to the shot, doesn't hesitate.
The Spartans on the floor doing their halftime dance.
They do a great job there entertaining us after the great basketball game we have.
Yeah, entertainment's key for games like these to keep the fans interested in such close games usually. I mean, it's hard, or even whenever it's a game that's one-sided. Either the Spartans could be down by a lot or they could be up by a lot. And entertainment is key.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. You know, we're lucky to be able to have this many people in the gym, you know, with COVID, like you said earlier. You know, it's definitely an eye-opener to the town of Connersville.
You know, the Spartans having a great game shooting-wise. Bailey, what's the stats looking like for both teams?
With Toby Billett has 7 points on the night. Luke Oliver has 2. Caleb Sparks had that three-pointer. Lucas Barron also had that three-pointer there in the second half. Cole Martin with 2 and Gage Brown with 2. For the New Palestine Dragons, we have Stevens with 2, Nunnally with 5, Brassfield with 5, and Brown with 2.
So far, we're doing a great job of containing Brassfield, and not only they're the two leading scorers. Doing a great job with the Dragons, but I mean, you got to expect that out of their players.
Yeah, you know, you have those shooters. You have to expect for them to shoot the ball and to hit those shots because, you know, they have that advantage. You know, they're both averaging 16.9 points per game, and we're doing a great job controlling them.
Winter guard is under the direction of
I believe the winter guard will take the court again as they did Thursday night.
He did a great job Thursday night being their first performance. You know, they're obviously out here working hard.
That's the key for a lot of these athletics is you got to work hard. And really, Bailey, you playing basketball yourself, what's practices like?
Practices, we go out, it's not one of those things you have to take seriously. You want to get better. You have that strive to succeed in the sport you're playing in. Being my senior year, I felt like myself I could have tried just a little bit harder in there to get those last few minutes there at the end of the season. Overall, the 4 years were great.
Yeah, you played all 4 years and played varsity, I believe, your last 2 years?
Yeah, my freshman and sophomore year, we stepped out and we had a JV team that competed, but we just couldn't finish a basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did an amazing job this season. What do you have, 6 wins or 7 wins?
6, I believe.
6 in a 22-game season, I believe?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys competed very well compared to the year before, only picking up 1 win in 27 games.
Yeah, we've done a great job. Like I said, with both teams, communication is definitely a key in effort to win a basketball game. You can have a full bench of 12, 10 people, but you have to have that will to go out on the court and play your heart out. You want to play like it's your last minutes of your whole career.
Well, we have a couple of you guys working tonight, as well as you, the color commentator, as well as Dunaway, I believe, inside running director. And then we have, Dunaway's graphics. And then we have Bottomley as camera 1, or camera 2.
Yeah, having the Spartan Sports Network, it takes that role of playing the sports to understand the knowledge of what shots you're looking for, what you're actually looking for of doing to make this show as live for COVID the best we can.
Yeah, we got to give a huge shout out to the van. Emily Tuttle, Austin Lancaster is camera 3, Seth Spurlock camera 4, Brittany Bottomley, I believe. Who's running camera 1 tonight? Looks like I believe it's Lakaya.
Cheryl? Is it Cheryl?
Maybe Sarah. But, I mean, huge shout out to everybody. Huge shout out to everyone running cameras. And, Bailey, more about your season. What do you think you guys could have done better?
Looking at our season, I think we could have done a little bit better at, we struggled there to finish the games here and there. We started off the first half not very well, and we tried to pick it up the second half, but we just couldn't pull it away.
You guys played amazing the first half, so you guys had very close games. But really, you got to be able to play all 4 quarters, and that's one of the things you guys struggled with was that second half. So what do you think could have been the differential factor in helping you guys play better?
Having us play better, it takes that heart and it takes that pride to want to get out on the court and take that win. To beat your opponent is definitely a big key to anything.
Yeah, winning is important. Winning is important for any team, and I know I don't play basketball myself, and I gotta imagine it's a very hard sport.
Hey, Connersville residents, get your MetroNet's 2-year price lock on 500 MB internet for only $59.95 a month. Add whole home Wi-Fi to eliminate frustrating dead zones throughout your home for only $5 more per month. All this plus no data caps, friendly local customer service. Visit www.metronetinc.com and get MetroNet today. It's simply better connection.
Usually I would tell Ron simply a better connection the Spartans have if they're up, but tonight it's a tie game and going into the second half. So no better connection for anyone, just even connection.
Yeah, I have to go with you there. You talk about this better connection, on the court you have to have that connection. You have to have that chemistry with your teammates. You have the 5-man team and the people on the bench you just have to have that connection with to have your best game.
Yeah, rebounding, one of the things I've noticed tonight that's been playing a huge factor for the Spartans and the Dragons, sorry. The Dragons and Spartans have played amazing in the rebound totals, and we've seen Martin snag up a few. We've seen Brown snag up a few. Even Billups snag up 2 himself. And then for Brown, for the Palestine Dragons, he's done an amazing job inside.
Yeah, he has one of those strong center players. You have to have that ability to go in there and say you're going to make this basket if you touch the ball in the paint. Service the old-fashioned way, the dependable service you need for your car or truck is always available at Goff Auto Care and Tire Center in Connersville and Brookville. Experienced mechanics are ready to detect the problem using your best replacement products that your vehicle will have running like new again. Shane Goff is waiting for you to service at 600 Western Avenue in Connersville. Phone 765-825-2588 and Charlie Goff in Brookville at 9197 State Road 101. 765-647-2222 is the phone number. Goff Auto and Tire Center.
We have a little bit of a cheer block tonight as a lot of the seniors showed out to fill up this cheer block.
Yeah, I know we're trying to get a cheer block together for the next senior night against Lawrenceburg. You know, we want that big crowd to send our seniors off with a goodbye.
Yeah, it's important to have a cheer block, especially when fans are. I remember talking to Graham earlier this season, and I was talking to him about how different it's been playing with less fans. And now as we're in the orange, the numbers of fans and vouchers have rose. And that's important to have fans in such a historic arena.
Yeah, I know it definitely makes the atmosphere a lot better than it is with having less fans. You don't hear that crowd cheering on for you after you take that charge and you have a good play.
Yeah, it's important, like you said.
American Heritage Realty, now in its 44th year of assisting buyers and sellers of residential, farm, and commercial properties in all East Central Indiana, is American Heritage Realty. American Heritage Realty staff of knowledgeable and experienced real estate brokers is ready to provide with expert advice when buying or selling real estate. American Heritage Realty is located at 603 West 30th Street in Connersville. The phone number is 765-825-1103. That is 765-825-1103. Everyone at American Realty says good luck, Spartans.
19 seconds to go now as the second half gets ready to kick off. Haley, what do the Spartans and Palestine Dragons have to do better?
On both ends of the court, I'd have to say, we hustle on offense a lot, but it's getting back on that defensive end. We play great defensive, and we just block out and get that rebound.
The defense and offense both have to click to win a game. And, a lot of times what you hear pro teams say is defense wins championships.
I have to agree with you there. Without defense, stay on the ball. You want to have great defense to get that steal, just go down the basket and score.
It looks like the Dragons will inbound here with the 5 of Brown, Nunnally, Oliver, Stevens, and Brassfield. And the 5 for the Spartans, Graham, Martin, Billups, Myers, and Sparks. We saw Martin sat on the bench heading into the first half. Martin hop steps, swings out to Myers. Myers loses it in traffic. Nunnally inside, lays it in, reverse layup, no good. Rebound Martin.
Nice hustle there back on the Spartans.
Well, there's another one of those rebounds, snagging those up like we talked about. Rebound Brassfield.
Very quick to play coming out of the half, Both teams won that win.
Nunnally, back to Oliver. Oliver at the top of the arc. Nearly stolen by Martin. They'll be on the ground. Timeout for the Palestine Dragons as they're all tied up on the court. 19-19 tie ball game, 7:10 to go.
FCN Bank, it's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again we all choose this place to call home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans, good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
They're all tied up in the court and call a timeout. That's important. That's important to do whenever, you either have a jump ball, and would you rather have a jump ball against one of our taller forwards out in the court, or would you rather call a timeout and just inbound it?
No, calling that timeout there, you want to have that ball advantage as it could have been a turnover there.
Stevens inbounds to Oliver. Oliver at the top of the key. Looking where to go with it. Dribbles around, gives it not only out to Brassfield. Brassfield inside to Brown. Brown posts up Martin. Brown back inside, back to Nunnally. Nunnally hits the screen. Bounce pass inside to Brown. Brown lays it in, no good. He'll be fouled and he'll go to the line. Brown so far has 2 points on the night. He's just been doing amazing all out inside. A lot of aggression from him.
Brown's averaging 7.8 points a game, and we've held him to 2 in the first half. Maybe we continue that.
Shoots his first, that's good. Looks to shoot his second. This will fall for him. Graham inbounds, he'll give it to Sparks. Sparks back to Billups. Back to Sparks. Sparks loses it. Sparks just let it slip off his fingers there, and you can see him disappointed in himself.
Yeah, coming from a basketball player, you always want to catch the ball with 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 feet. Our coach preached that to us and just hit that into us really hard.
Brown will go to the line again. Shoots his 3rd free throw of the night. He's at the line. Looks to shoot his first. Taking his time, shoots it. That's good. Looks to shoot his second. Drops out for him, doesn't go in. Graham, back to Martin. Martin loses it. Just 2 careless turnovers there by the Spartans.
We had a nice hustle there by the Spartans. Just have to take that and turn that into points.
Timeout coached by Kerry Brown. Spartans, 22-19. Dragons lead, 6:30 to go.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street gives you the best deals in tires. Don has all major brands available in stock in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and price ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connorsville. The phone number is 825-7730.
2 careless turnovers by the Spartans back-to-back, 1 on Sparks, 1 on Martin. And you just can't have that in such a crucial game right now in tight minutes.
Yeah, you're picking up those extra fouls. You get 5 fouls a game. We come out at the half, and just a great hustle from both teams. We just have to keep our hands down.
The reason I call it tight minutes is because there's 14 minutes to go, and that's not a lot of time in a ball game.
Looking at the score, we're only down so many points, but we still have that advantage to pull away.
Yeah, all the motivation is in our hands as this is home court, and you don't want to snap a 4-game losing streak and then go back on another losing streak.
Yeah, and definitely crucial to the game of basketball. And you have that energy from that win you got the previous game, that hypes you up for the next game.
Brassfield, back to Nunnally. Inside to Brown. Brown posts up Martin, no good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be, I believe, Spartans ball.
Great defense there by Martin. He kept Brown right in front of him to not let him score that basket.
Sorry, correction. Dragons ball as he inbounds to Brassfield. Brassfield posts up Myers. Brassfield drives inside, lays it in, no good. Maybe Spartans ball as he calls the charge.
Offensive foul, number 24.
That'll be second foul of the game for Brassfield.
Dragons back on their press.
Martin drives. Bailey, how can the press help and how can it hurt the team?
Look at the press, you can speed your opponents up and it can slow you down to read the court better. If someone jumps in front of you, you always know there's one person back who's open.
Martin goes to the line. Shoots his first. Well, looking to shoot his first. He shoots. Drops in for him. That's his 3rd point of the night. Looks to shoot his second. Also drops in for him. 4 points for Martin. 22-21. 1 point lead for the Dragons. Oliver. Stolen by Sparks. Sparks on the fast break, just lays it in. He's fouled.
Great read there by Sparks as he hustles down the court to hit that ball away.
Sparks will go to the line. You know, it's good by Stevens not to give up easy points there to foul, because you're never guaranteed to make all your free throws, you know, so it's a great idea there to foul. Sparks to the line, shoots his first, that's good. He may be able to jinx me on saying that's 4 points for Sparks. Sparks shoots his second, also good. 5 points now for Sparks. Nunnally hits the screen, drives inside, fades. That drops. 7 points for Nunnally on the night. Phillips now up the court. Hits the screen. Out to Myers. Myers had a shot, didn't take it though. Back to Phillips. Phillips drives, lays it in. No good. He'll go to the line, shoot two. Ball free throws here for the Spartans in the second half, early minutes.
A lot of shooting fouls there.
His third, team's fourth. Toby Bellows shooting two.
Looks to shoot his first. Shoots it. Doesn't drop in for him.
Number 5.
One night we saw him struggle in the free throw line in the closing minutes against Jennings County. Missed his first, made his second, then missed the third to hopefully bring them within a tie game to send them into overtime. And we've seen his free throws pick up a lot, but you're missing that one. Makes the second. It's 8 points for Billups as he leads all scorers on the night. He's been on fire these last two games. There's Brassfield. Steps back again, fades. No good off the front of the rim.
He really likes those fadeaways, you know. We see him shoot those a lot in the first half. It's not falling for him.
He does. It looks like he's almost searching for him. Graham inbound to Billups. Back to Sparks. Deep pass to Martin. Sparks again, back to Martin again. Now to Billups. Billups, and not only the matchup, hits the screen. Drives out to Sparks. Sparks for three. He shoots, no good. Rebound, Brassfield. There's Nunnally. Oliver inside. Off the Brassfield. Brassfield fades again, no good. His mid-range jumpers are just not hitting as Sparks is wide open for three. Splash!
Great read there by Jonah as Caleb comes down and is wide open for that shot. I know that's Caleb's shot right there.
Yeah, there's Caleb's 6 point of the game and finally starting to hit his threes. You know, you love to see Caleb back out there hitting his threes again. Finally starting to catch fire as he averages 6.3 points per game.
You know, we see those shooters who have a slump there, you know, they're starting to pick it back up towards the end of the season.
Yeah, every shooter has a slump somewhere at some point. It's just what defines a great shooter is how they make it out of it. And tonight, he's doing a great job of getting out of that slump and catching fire. Not only inbounds, into Oliver. Oliver was contested, able to get away from Graham though. Stolen by Sparks. Sparks on the floor. Calls for a timeout.
Coach Brown getting a little fired up there.
Looks like a little altercation between Coach Brown and the ref. As the ref was almost looking to call a technical there. 27-24, Spartans lead. 3:46 to go.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville Location at 330 East 5th Street, George's Pharmacy is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, medical equipment staff is there to help you with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasions, birthdays, weddings, beveragement, or to brighten someone's day. George, we are here for you, 765-825-6251.
Spartans doing an amazing job offensively from the three-point line.
Yeah, you know, we see a lot of those three-point shots here tonight. Doing a great job hitting those open shots tonight. Actually, the ball swings around, and, you know, we have the hustle down to the ball court and the advantage of hitting those shots.
It looks like it'll be Spartans ball off the timeout. After Sparks' altercation on the floor where he called a timeout after the steal. Graham will inbound. He'll find Billups as his partner. Billups takes up the court. Billups calls for a screen. Sparks is the screener. Billups fades. Drops in for him. It's 10 points for Billups. 7 points away from his career night the other night. Billups nearly gets the steal. He's on the ground looking a little upset.
Nice hustle there by Toby. You know, he had that basket there and hustled back down the court to hopefully get that steal.
A great hustle. Oliver for three. He shoots. That's good. Falls in for him. Bodwell. Bodwell on the floor. Looks like it'll be Dragons ball. Stevens will be the inbounder. Gives it to Nunley. Nunley hits the screen from Bastian. It's just trapped by Bodwell inside the Burgess.
Great effort there by the Spartans coming on the second half.
Billups inside. Out to Graham for three. Graham for three. No good. Nunley in traffic. Rebound Graham. Great rebound by the little guy. Shows off a little bit of dribbling there with a couple behind the backs. Out to Sparks. Sparks drives. Out to Bodwell. Bodwell pump fakes, drives inside. Out to Myers. Myers in the corner.
Great ball movement here by the Spartans.
Looks like it'll be a travel. Stevens will be the inbounder for the Dragons. 2:21 to go left in this third period. Brassfield takes up the court. Out to Hockett, back to Bastian. Bastian inside to see Brassfield. Brassfield gets called for a push-off.
Great defense there by Braxton, you know. When you're willing to have that push-off, you gotta fall down on the ground.
You can see Brassfield yelling, that's a flop. See the anger in his face with it, but the call just didn't fall his way. Bodwell to Billups. 2 minutes to go now. Out to Bodwell. Bodwell back to Graham. Graham steps back. Gives it to Sparks. Back to Billups. Billups drives, lays it in. That's good. Falls in. And one. 12 points for Billups. 5 points shy now from that career night of 17 against the Trojans. Zoe Brown as he comes in for the Dragons. The Spartans are starting to pick up as the score leads by 5 now, 31-26.
Great hustle hustle here all around by the Spartans. You know, they came out at halftime, just wanted to win this game.
Billups shoots his free throw. It drops in. I believe 13 points now for Billups. As Nunnally takes up the floor. Gives it to Hockett. Hockett back to Bastian. Out to Nunnally. Out to Stevens. Inside, stolen by Sparks. Back to... Well, too fast there for me to call as they find Bastian inside. Billups. Billups not only the matchup. There's Graham. Graham steps back a little bit at the half court. Gives it to Sparks. Back to Billups. Hits the screen. Out to Sparks. Sparks for three. He shoots. No good. Sparks all over the floor. Stevens ends up picking up the ball. Steven gives it to Nunnally. 46 seconds to go. 45. Bastian inside to Brown. Stolen by Sparks. Sparks just a stealing machine tonight. Billups. 30 seconds to go now. Billups drives. Steps back. Out to Myers. Myers steps back a little bit at the top of the key. Gives it to Graham. 16 seconds to go.
Look for this last second shot to end the quarter.
10. Hits the screen. Billups drives. Lays it in. Drops in. What an amazing layup to put the Spartans up by 6. Billups has 15 on the night. 34-28. Heading into the fourth quarter now.
Edward Jones' financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reedsimer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Billups have an amazing night. Offensively, 15 points for the guard.
You see Billups stepped up the last game also. And here recently, you know, he shows that effort and pride on the court and takes it out to playing into his basketball game.
He's doing an amazing job tonight. And you just love to see the aggression and suddenly starting to fall into a new identity.
Yeah, I'll have to agree there, you know. It comes with that, your teammate plays that shot and just the hyping up that player, you know, it sends the rest of the team that vibe of wanting to score for themselves.
It looks like the Spartans will inbound. Heading into the fourth, the 5 of Brown, Sparks, Billups, Graham, and Myers. Myers being only a sophomore. Billups now. Billups and Hockett the matchup. Billups. He falls to the ground as he gives it off to Graham, and there'll be a call on the play, sending him to the line. Search for 17 points now, tying which will tie what he had against the Trojans.
The Spartans now in the one-on-one bonus.
Bonus is key, especially here in 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. This could really help put the Spartans up as he shoots his first, drops in. He'll have a second chance, 16 now for Billups. Looks to shoot a second. He shoots. He scores. 17 points for Billups as he ties his career night against the Trojans on Thursday. 17 points back-to-back nights. Stevens, back to Brown. Back to Brassfield, top. Into Nunnally. Nunnally drives inside. Brassfield fades for 3. He shoots, no good. Rebound, Billups. Wow, what aggression. Or sorry, Sparks. Graham nearly loses it on the fast break. Dishes off to Brown. Brown inside, lays it in, no good. Picked up by the Palestine Dragons, Brown. charging fast Spartans ball. Graham
Nice take there by Jonah.
Yeah, Graham does such an amazing job of drawing those charges.
No, he's just so small, he can just sneak in there and get behind those people.
Graham will inbound. As he has two options, Sparks and Billups. Gives it to Billups. Back to Sparks. Deep pass to Brown. Looks like don't quite know what's happening right now. There was a call on the play, but it looks like it'll be Spartans' ball. Graham will inbound now for the Spartans. Gives it to Sparks. Sparks back to Billups. Billups and Hawk at the matchup. Out to Graham. Graham back to Sparks. He has Billups wide open for three. Billups doesn't take it though. Drives. He drives inside. Looks to lay it in. No, he doesn't. Gives out to Graham. Back to Sparks. Sparks drives now. So he gives out to Brown. Brown for a mid-range pull-up. That's good. 38-28. Spartans lead by 10. Way to pick up in this second half. Not only inside, a little flashy layup. 9 points for Nunnally. Holding Nunnally 8 points below his scoring average tonight.
We've done a great job on him, keeping that hand up in the shooting pocket to where he can't get those points.
Myers out to Sparks, back to Graham. Back to Billups. Billups and Hockett. Billups drives, out to Sparks. Sparks wide open for three. No good. Rebound Brown. Stevens gives it to Hockett. Hockett nearly didn't notice the ball was coming for him there. So he lays it in. No good. He'll go to the line. 6:05 to go, 38-30.
The lineup for New Palestine, number 5, Ian Stevens, 20, CJ Oliver.
Never mind, inbound for New Palestine. They won't go to the line. There's Stevens back to Nunnally, inside to Brown. Nearly picked off by Sparks. Nearly picked off again. Graham on the fast break. Lays it in. That's good. 10-point lead again for the Spartans, 40-30. This is one of the highest scoring nights we've seen for the Spartans in a while.
Seems like New Pal's getting a little frustrated here as we seem to speed them up a little bit.
Nunnally in traffic, lays it in over Brown as he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Looking for an and one.
For the basket. Personal foul, 44 against Brown. For the basket by Blaine Donovan. He'll shoot one.
Nunnally shoots his first. He shoots. He scores and one for Nunnally. 12 points now for the guard for the Palestine Dragons. Graham inbounds to Billups. Billups nearly loses it. Billups behind the back, guarded by Oliver. He's able to take out the court in time. Only 7-point lead now for the Spartans as the the Dragons cut it within 10. Stevens will inbound. He gives it to Nunnally. Nunnally pushes off. Charge drawn by Billups.
A lot of charges called tonight.
Well, I mean, these two guards, Billups and Graham, do such an amazing job of drawing the charge. You watch that day in and day out. Every single night they're drawing at least 2 charges a night. Now this could send the Spartans in a double bonus if the Spartans are able to give one more foul to the Trojans, or the Dragons. Sparks will inbound. Gives it to Graham. Graham. Making one to go. He's trapped. Triple team. Billups wide open. Sparks or Myers for 3. He doesn't take it. Sparks back to Billups. Billups looks to slow the clock down. Drives inside. Lays it into Martin. Martin, no good. As he goes to the line now. There we go. That sends the Spartans into a double bonus now.
Foul on 44, Matthew Brown.
The fourth foul on Nunnally. Nunnally's nearing getting ejected. Martin shoots his first. No good. Off the front of the rim. Martin looks to shoot his second. He's looking to shoot. He shoots. He scores. 10 points for Martin. He's having himself a night. Keeping one of those quiet scores for the Spartans. There's Brassfield. Steps back for three. No good. Drives inside. Lays it in. No good. Picks up his own rebound again.
You know, block out is the key here.
Foul on 30, Good second.
Brassfield will go to the line. 4:40 to go. Looks like there'll be a fifth foul against Martin. Martin's getting subbed out of the game. As Barron will come in for him, and Stevens is now in for Nunnally. Martin had 10 points on the night.
Steele Brassfield shooting two.
Brassfield at the line now. Finally gets to shoot his free throws. Shoots his first, no good. Maybe had a little bit too much time to shoot there, so he doesn't make it. Shoots his second, no good. That's all the kids over there yelling air ball.
Yeah.
I believe your little brother's over there leading the charge for that.
Yeah. You know, we see cheer blocks on both sides of the court.
Sparks. Back to Graham. Graham drives, gives it to Billups. Billups inside. Out to Barron. Back to Sparks. Back to Graham. Graham inside to Barron. Stolen by Stevens.
Here's where it comes down. We have to have that patience. You know, we have the lead here going in the 4 minutes left of the quarter. You have to have that patience just to slow down your play.
Eli drives inside to bring the lead down to 6 now. Graham loses it. Brown and Nunnally will come back in for the Dragons.
Nunnally 44. Matthew Brown. Connersville number 10, Carter Rodwell.
Nunnally will inbound for the Palestine Dragons. Out to Brassfield. Brassfield drives. Almost looked like he was going to fade away again there. Nunnally steps out of bounds.
Both teams now in the one-on-one bonus.
Yeah, this sends the Dragons into the bonus now. 3:48 to go. Not where you'd like to be. As Nunnally will go to the line, this could bring the lead within 4. Well, 5 if he makes his first shot, then 4 if he gets a second chance. Said he doesn't make it, doesn't bring the lead within anything. Brassfield for 3, he shoots, no good. That'll be Dragons' ball.
We see the upset of the fans here tonight. You know, you had the iffy call in there. Was it a touch or was it not?
Well, it looks like Brown was almost brought to the ground by Burgess, as this will be the second foul on Myers. It looked almost like it was an over-the-back foul against our Gage Brown.
Little reach around there.
There's 8 fouls now against the Spartans. So far, the Dragons haven't been able to convert on many of their free throws. Looks like Stevens at the line. Stevens shoots, doesn't score. There they are, scoreless again from the free throw line. All the calls here. So all the players are trying to listen in, trying to figure out what's happening. Phillips calling for a huddle.
Call on Caleb.
That's his third foul of the game. You don't want to be in foul trouble. They're one foul away, sending him into the double bonus. Spartans call for a timeout. 41-35, 6-point lead for the Spartans. 3:42 to go.
Center Carnersville provides vision care for every member of every family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just at one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts framed for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete your vision for every member of your family, yours at Eye Center Carnersville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is easy as calling 825-6000. Eye Center Carnersville located at 2045 Virginia Avenue.
Close game here, 41-35, 6-point lead by the Spartans. As it be Palestine ball at the free throw line. As the five of Myers, Sparks, Bodwell, Billups, and Graham will come in. A small ball lineup here for the Spartans. As this will send Hockett to the line as many of their free throw shooters have gone scoreless. From the free throw line as Hockett shoots his first. No good. Another scoreless moment. We have push off. Maybe Spartans ball now.
There's a foul over 5 against Stevens. His first.
That'll be first foul against Stevens.
He's over 11.
This is just sending Sparks to the line.
Caleb Sparks is the line shooting number
3:40 to go. Still plenty of time as both teams are in the bonus.
Great efforts tonight here from both teams. You know, we see the Spartans battling against their defense here. You know, they come out and they press here, and we don't let that press defeat us.
Sparks makes his first. It's 9 points for Sparks. So he looks to shoot his second. This could have three 10-point scores. There it is, 3 10-point scores for the Spartans. Martin, Sparks, and Billups. Brassfield to Oliver. Oliver drives, steps back a little bit. Back to Brassfield. Brassfield inside to Stevens. Stevens lays it in. Blocked by Sparks.
Great read over there by Sparks. You know, he had that help side there as Jonah and Carter was double teaming.
Billups drives out to Sparks. Sparks had a shot there, didn't take it though. Graham.
You know, we had that lead here. You know, you just want to slow down your pace. You know, pass the ball around and hope not to get stolen.
There's Sparks again. Sparks back to Graham. Graham steps back. It's double team. They have a scorer inside. Picked off by Nunnally. Nunnally lays it in a little floater. No good. Rebound Brown. Looks like it will be Dragons at the line as this sends Brown to the line. Both teams in the double bonus now. 10 fouls for each team. Brown looks to shoot his first to see what score this earlier from the free throw line. Shoots it. No good off the front of the rim. Still gets a second opportunity though. Looks to shoot his second. Taking his time with it. Shoots it. Drops in. 6 points for Brown. He's 1 point shy of his average. Graham inbounds. Gives it to Bodwell. Myers had an open lane, didn't go for it though. Phillips.
Myers down there at the bottom, wide open.
Back to Phillips. Phillips inside, still. Oh, picked back off by Bodwell.
Nice hustle there by Bodwell.
There's Myers wide open. He lays it in. Yeah, they're calling for a foul against Graham. Instead, they find Myers inside of the paint. Almost glad that foul didn't go through. For three, air balls it. No good from Bassfield. He's looking for a call on the play.
You see some frustration on the court.
He's been showing a lot of frustration this game. Earlier yelling, that's a flop, and now here he is yelling, that's a foul.
Let's go, boy!
Graham will inbound. Sparks. Graham has to take it up the court now. He has very little time, gives it to Bodwell. There's Myers wide open. Myers doesn't lay it in though. He bump fakes, lays it in. That's good. 11-point lead.
Great
Sparks
patience
lead.
there by Myers.
1:36 to go now. Oh, nearly picked off by Sparks. Instead, it'll be a call on the play. Point lead for the Spartans. This sends Brown to the line.
Matthew Brown, shooting 2. 14, 21,
Graham, after having a short talk with Brown. Well, Coach Brown, that is. Brown at the free throw line. Looks to shoot his first. Remember, he missed his first free throw in his last attempt. No good again. Misses his first free throw again.
Palestine struggling to hit their free throws, as we mentioned for our team. You know, free throws are the key of the game.
Yeah, free throws are very crucial, especially in these closing minutes. As Brown looks to shoot his second. That's good. Timeout, New Palestine. 1:33 to go. 47-37. 10-point lead for the Spartans in this fourth quarter. Time is closing out.
The place to eat in Connersville is Mancino's Pizzas and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call is 825-6155. Choose from a large menu. There is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the atmosphere of viewing all the sports. Mancino's Pizzas and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Phone number 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster.
It's key here to hit your free throws in the late minutes, and so far New Palestine just not doing that. And this really, they've had a lot of attempts at the free throw line, but haven't been able to convert on any of them. And this one, they would be at a 4-point deficit, I believe, if they would have hit those.
Yeah, converting those points is main key. You know, they're only down by 10. You know, there could be a closer advantage here to pull away, but hitting those free throws is your key.
Maybe Spartans ball on the inbound. 1:33 to go now. 47-37, 10-point lead, like I've said. Graham will inbound for the Spartans. Graham inbounds. Deep pass to Billups. Billups wide open. Lays it in. There we go. That drops in for him. 19 points for Billups. Not only on the ground. Be a foul against Bodwell. His second foul of the game. This sends Nunley to the line. Nunley shoots his first. Drops in for him. Nunley has 13 points on the night. Millie shoots a second. Drops in for him, 14 points now. Graham will inbound yet again. Graham looking for a pass, calls for a timeout instead. 1:23 to go, 49-39 here in the fourth quarter. We're in crunch time.
Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-5111.
The Spartans doing an amazing job this game with holding this lead. They call a timeout to find a new option on the inbound. And we'll see what they can do outside of this timeout. It looks like Graham will be the inbounder yet again. Graham inbounds to Phillips. Looks like Phillips is fouled. He'll go to the line. Almost, Bailey, got to wonder, is it too late now to foul?
I don't think so. You know, they're only down by 10. You know, we struggled there here in game hitting those free throws, but now we're hitting those free throws. You just got to foul the right person to score off that game.
Phillips at the line, looks to shoot his first. This could put him up to 20 points. No good. I believe he's 2 for 4 from the night on the free throw line, if my memory is correct. Shoots a second. That drops in. 20 points for Phillips now. Has another career night. Season high for him and career high for him in high school. Brassfield drives, fades. He's fouled.
Catches the hand on the fadeaway.
That'll be foul number 5 for Phillips. He'll have to come out now.
Great game here tonight from Toby.
Great game for Phillips as he'll sell out the rest of the game. 20 points for the guard.
We saw his effort early on in the game and just never gave up.
Brassfield shoots his first 10-point lead now for the Spartans. Looks to shoot his second. Sullenbarger was in for Phillips. Shoots his second, makes it, 9-point lead. They crack within the double-digit deficit. Graham looking to run the clock down. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2. A lot of fouls tonight in this game, but the score's lopsided.
Yeah.
Graham at the line. He looks to shoot his first. Shoots it. Drops in for him. Three points for Graham. Looks to shoot his second. He's an 87% free throw shooter. Misses it though. Still holds at 3 points.
Graham looking to take that charge once again.
Now they can just run the clock down. 58 seconds to go. Looks like we're looking at a Spartan win. That's the 5th foul against not only 3 ejections in this game.
And we've really knocked out their key players here.
Yeah, 52 seconds to go. Well, they had Myers wide open inside. Instead, not give it to him. He's fouled. There's Bodwell. Bodwell go to the line. 48 seconds to go now.
Foul number 3, Eli Stevens. His 5th.
Burgess will come in now for Stevens as well as Oliver.
33, Luke Burgess.
There's Bastian. Now Hockett.
And number 4, David Hockett.
Hockett in for Brassfield.
Carter Rodwell.
Looks like they're putting in their second unit just to end the game now. As Eli Stevens is also out of the game with 5 fouls. 4 players out of the game for 5 fouls, Bailey. Bodwell misses his first. Looks to shoot his second. He's getting ready to shoot. Steps into the shot. Shoots it. Drops in for him. That's Bodwell's first point of the game. Stolen by Sparks. Sparks on the fast break. Looks to run the clock down. He's fouled. Dirty foul by Hockett. So send Sparks to the line. We're looking at a 12-point lead now. Sparks shoots his first. Makes it. There's 11 points for Sparks. Rebound, Dragons. Out to Stevens. Stevens drives. Stolen by Graham. They can just run the clock out now. Gives it to Sparks. He has Graham wide open again. 20 seconds to go now. They got a 12-point lead for the Spartans. 17 seconds as the clock runs out. The Spartans just running it down. As the lights come up, the Spartans win yet again. 2-game winning streak for the Spartans. The Spartans now move up to 12-7 and then tie the record of 12-7 for the Dragons. Great win by the Spartans as they look at a 2-game winning streak. Maybe let's look at the scores.
New Palestine, we have Stevens with 5. Stevens with 2. Kyle with 2. Donnelly with 13. Oliver with 3. Bradsfield with 9. Brown with 7. Looking for the Spartans, we have Graham with 3. Bodwell with 1. Toby Billups with 20. Caleb Sparks with 3. Myers with 4. Barron with 3. Martin with 5. Engage with 2.
Bailey, great game by the Spartans.
Reed Health Sports Medicine provides an athletic trainer to Connersville Spartans, the support of Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers normally are present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to injury within seconds, determine immediate needs of an athlete, and either begin treatment or enter in emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete suffers a sports injury, Reed Health Athletic Trainer Clinic can provide injury treatment sessions with using multiple rehab protocols and treatment techniques to ensure your athlete does not miss a day without progressing forward. Learn more at reedhealth.com.
Bailey, great game by the Spartans. Billups leads all scorers at 20. They hold Nunnally and Brassfield below their averages.
Yeah, we really played them very well. You know, like I said in the beginning, you have to have their hand up in the shooting pocket. You know, we played great defense on them to hold them for their scoring.
This Spartan Sports Network game has been brought to you by Union Savings and Loan, Metronet, Goss Auto Care and Tire Center, American Heritage Realty, FCN Bank, Don's Auto Sale and Tires, George's Pharmacy, and Edward Jones.
This game is brought to you by Center Connersville, Mancino's Pizzas and Grinders, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance, Reed Health, Foles Flooring, Better Homes, and Urban Wrinkler Funeral Home.
I'm Nathan Shaw. This is Bailey Schneider. We thank you for tuning in to another game of Spartan Sports Basketball. Yet again, great win by the Spartans as they win by 12. In the closing minutes, they just go on a huge run just to end the game. A lot of fouls in this game, but we thank you for tuning in. I'm Nathan Shaw. This is Bailey Schneider. Thanks for listening.
Billups